Hey everyone, Daniela Langford here, your creative transformational doula. And tonight on Free Create Fridays, we are going to be working on these fabulous essential oil diffuser pendants. These are so great. You can use them as a necklace, you can hang them in your car, you can hang them at your office, near your bathtub, anywhere you like. You can smell them almost anywhere. I can smell this one. Oh, ooh, smells like lavender. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. I cannot wait to get into this with you guys. This is gonna be so much fun. There's so much variation you can do with these. We are going to have a blast. So let's get right into it. Let's get cracking. Let's go. Set up here, and we're going to start by going over the materials. So I've got some air hardening modeling clay here, Montmartre brand, that I got on Amazon. You can also do this in a Fimo or Primo, which is a baking polymer clay. Also could do a really good job of this. You will probably want a X-Acto knife or some kind of box cutter, small edge. You'll also need a cap or a cookie cutter to cut out your shapes. A pair of scissors for cutting opening into the clay, and you'll also need either an impromptu rolling pin such as this brush here, or this actual clay rolling pin right here. So that's basically all you need to get started. It's just the clay. But if you'd also like to add on, I'm going to be using these buttons as stamps, and those will be really great to get some fantastic shapes, as you can see there. I've also got here some actual stamps with words or designs. Some of my favorite ones that I've pulled out. There you go. There's a cute little one right there. I love you. And here we've also got a really large box of all the stamps and all kinds of stuff that I just gathered together that we could possibly make prints with this. You could also use flowers and press that directly onto the clay like that. Leaves. You know, if you've got any actual leaves or fern, you know, from outside, real leaves, those work great as well. But if you just got these plastic ones lying around, you can press those in and use those as well. So here we go. We're going to open this on up. Just going to peel that back there. And you want to make sure that because this is air dry clay, that you do put this in a Ziploc when you are done, or else the whole block will go and dry and you will have a very bad time. Oh yes, I always like to make sure that I carry paper towels around or tissues or some kind of rag because clay, especially terracotta, will have a tendency to stain your hands a little bit. So you just want to make sure that you... Oh, there's a kitty! Hey buddy! Oh! Yep, kitty's always got to be in on it. Always got to be in on it. So we're just going to open this on up here. Oh, can't believe I completely forgot to mention that what I have down here on the surface is a wax paper. Simply just your regular run-of-the-mill kitchen wax paper. So that way we don't get any of the clay on it. So I'm just going to knead the clay here. You want to pull it apart a little bit and knead it together. You want to work it until it's a nice soft consistency, firm but soft. This is also very therapeutic, just working clay in your hands, you know, not even necessarily making anything. And we're going to want to roll it out with either one of our utensils here. And we're going to roll it out just like we would dough if we're making cookies. Oh, having a little trouble with this slip-on-slip surface here in my impromptu rolling pin. Oh, there's the kitty. Of course, the kitty's always in on it. Always got to be in the middle of everything. We're going to clear our surface just so we can get at this a little better. giving us trouble. But hey, you know, yep, giving us trouble, giving us lines. But you know what? That is the process of trial and error sometimes. All right, back to the real rolling pin. I honestly forget where I got this. I know that there are kits of sculpture, you know, clay sculpture tools that come with a little rolling pin in them for such an occasion. So if you know, like this project and you feel inclined to, you know, invest a small amount of money into some supplies, I would definitely recommend that. Just see how, looks like we got it nice and flat. As you can see there, we've got a nice thickness, not too thick, not too thin. So you're going to take your cap. This is just a cap off of a pill bottle, a vitamin bottle. You can use a water bottle. You can use whatever you find. Sometimes what I like to do is lightly press down and sort of map out how many cookies or circles I'm going to get. I'm just going to cut all the way through these here. Just nice pressure. Wiggle it back and forth, just like cutting out cookies. Just like cutting out cookies. 4 circles, and we're just going to lift off the excess clay. And we can smooth those edges down with our fingers here. We can just take a stamp here and see if it'll fit anywhere. So we'll cut this out. Just peel that away. Get that out of the way there. Okay, so there we have our square. That is the size of our stamp, and that we know that the stamp will fit on. So you want to make sure it's centered. And just press down with a nice, firm, even pressure. If it does that, that's okay. Just gently peel it away, and there we have. Look at that. How cool is that? So then we're going to take this, I think, and we're just going to trim some of these edges here. You do want to make the item a little bit bigger than its intended size. So you definitely want to make sure that you leave enough space for some shrinkage as the water evaporates out of it. I think I'd like to cut this in half. And we're going to make a Bestie's necklace out of it. One for you and one for Bestie. Pull them apart without pressing down too hard on your design. You don't want to ruin your beautiful stamp work that you did. Just clean up those edges a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a pencil, or you could take the cap of a pen. This is a Sharpie here, and you can just bend back the clip there to get it out the way so it doesn't mar up your clay. So with the pencil, we are just going to gently work our way through the clay, as you can see there. And work from the back so that we get an even sized hole. Alright, and there we go. How cute is that going to be? Bestie's necklaces. I can't wait to give this to my bestie. It's going to be super fun. She's going to love it. Oh, look, as you can see, they've already started to dry. How crazy is that? So we'll try this little stamp here. And there it is. It's kind of hard to see on that one. It's okay to decide if we don't like it. We can just smack it right back into the pile. You also can keep a bottle of water to smooth over some of those dry edges. Mush it all together again, and we will have another opportunity to cut a new circlet out. So with these, I think I'm going to try this leaf pattern, see what happens with that. This is all just an exploration. So I'm just going to use the pencil to gently add a little bit of a relief from the clay. As you can see, we've got a nice little imprint. There you go. Yep, nice little imprint. Now if you want, you can take that a step further and deepen it with the back end of your X-Acto knife and just crease those edges in, those lines, those veins. As you can see, that darkened it right up. And I'm just going to use my pencil again to make another hole for our necklace tie. And just through the back. And there we go. Boom! Pendant. Done. Let's try a little freeform drawing with the back of the knife. Let's see what happens. I think I'll do a dandelion seed. Ooh, there it is. Look how cute that is. Alright, same thing with the pencil. Just gonna go through and make our hole. Don't have to worry about those edges right now. Alright, let's try some of these buttons. I think that's going to be really fun to put a pattern on there. And these are just buttons that I found in the clearance section, God knows where, forever ago. But I definitely know that you can also order them off of Amazon, just like the clay. Just going all the way around with this one. It's kind of dimpled like a golf ball. How neat is that? It's kind of this honeycomb. That'll look really cool. So, same thing. Rinse and repeat with this hole. Just going to make our hole. And there it is. Super simple, super quick and easy. Easy to make lots of different kinds. I'm just going to mash this clay back up together and make ourselves some more pendants to decorate. Same procedure as before. Just going to mush everything together, make into a ball, and flatten that ball out, just like cookies. Go. Nice cute little pendant out of a water bottle lid. And that will fit perfect on these buttons. Look at that. Oh man, this will be great. Just gently peel those edges back. Peel it away so you retain your shape. Ooh. Look at that. How fun is that? So we're just going to make a few more circles here. Fairly short amount of time. So, you know, if you wanted to do this for a party favor, party game, make them as giveaways, this would be definitely a great, fun, quick idea. So let's try and see what we can't use out of the rest of this clay here. Use that to square this piece up. Ooh, yeah, just cut the bottom off of that and I'll have a really cool triangle pendant. I really enjoy working with clay. And I know we've had a few requests to work with clay here in the group, so I am super honored and excited to be bringing this tutorial to you today. All right, so as you can see, we have let our little necklaces dry. Here they are, nice and hard. What's really cool actually about this kind is that now that they've dried, they kind of look like leather. They look more like leather than they do terracotta. So that's a really neat effect of this particular brand. And I'm sure each different brand has its own effects. So definitely try it out. Look at me, that's gonna be so neat. All right, so the next step is going to be making a necklace out of it. And how on earth do we do that? Well, you're going to need some of these craft needles here, just like that. Very easy to find most anywhere. And some beads here of your choice. These ones are great, they are beautiful. You will also notice, take them off there, you'll notice that the hole is quite large as opposed to that little bitty one. So you want to make sure that when you're picking your beads out, and they can be anything, like check that bad boy out, yeah, anything you like. But just make sure that when you are choosing your beads, that you choose ones that are going to be big enough for you to pass either your twine through or your elastic through. In this case, I chose some thick elastic cord. Both of these items, I bought from Michaels. You're also going to need your essential oils. Going to need your essential oils right here. I've got some lovely scents picked out for myself. This brand here, Art Naturals, is a really lovely brand that is not very expensive, but they do all of their GC-MS testing, which is gastroprotometer mass spectrometer testing, which basically means that they have tested every single batch of oil for impurities and for things that are cut into the oil, for their chemical composition content, all kinds of things. So this brand, Art Naturals, you'll be able to find that on Amazon as well. And they are a lovely mid-price brand that do their own third-party testing, as opposed to some of the people that don't. So anytime you see oils and it says 100% pure, don't believe them. Whatever you do, pure is not a regulated word, just like natural is not a regulated word. Unlike organic, when they say, then they have that USDA seal of 100% organic, you know that means something. When it says 100% pure, it does not necessarily mean jack squat. I was seeing if on here it said about the testing, but I know that Acacia also does their own testing. So be mindful when you are purchasing oils, everyone, because you want to make sure that you see something about that GC-MS testing, because that is, again, a purity quality standards test. And if you want to be absolutely 100% sure about the quality of the oils, you can always go organic, but that is definitely going to up your price. So if you want to find something that's a little in between, definitely go do a little bit of research. It may take a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth the money that you'll save, because some of these companies just don't want to pay the stupid yearly fee for having the organic label, even though they follow all organic processes and things and that of such nature. So anyway, this here, I've just got some regular old twine. You can also get from Michaels. And here we go. So you're just going to choose one of your little pendants here. We'll work on these right here. This is like a best friend kind of thing that we came up with, where the two of them together say stuff. These were so much fun to make with you guys. I cannot wait to finish them. So we're just going to work our beads off here, and then we'll get started. Okay, so we've pulled out a couple of beads here and here. Oh, you can't even see that. So we pulled out a couple of beads here. So you'll need beads that are big enough for both of the strings to go through the loop in this particular model. Now, as you can see, only one of those is going to go through there. So we will not be able to use the clear ones for this. But that is perfectly okay. So I've chosen a blue and a purple because this peacock blue is my favorite, and this beautiful salmony golden purple is a favorite of one of my best sister friends. And so we're just going to thread both ends through the bead. If you do end up getting this elastic cord, you can also burn off these edges a little bit, just to give you, so that it doesn't unravel, and something to give you to hold on to. All right. So if you are using the elastic and you cut it and it looks all fuzzy like that, and you want to make it nice and clean so that it doesn't unravel, it's a very simple process. All you do is grab a normal lighter. No, don't try this at home, kids, without parental supervision. But it's going to be very simple, and you just don't want to overdo it. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. See how that cleaned up? You're just going to gently press on the ends with your fingers, and I promise it's not hot. I'm not just making it up. And there you go. Nice little antenna, perfect for putting through beads. All right, another thing you can do to help polish these up and make them look even nicer is you see all these little edges that come with along with the process. All you gotta do is use a little bit of 100 grit sandpaper. Just file that baby right down. That's all you need. File it on down. You can make the edges as smooth as you want. And that's as easy as it is, because once it's dry, it will take a multitude of things. You could even paint them with a little bit of acrylic paint and give them a nice little touch as well. So as you can see, the difference here between that one that we just cleaned up really nice and this one right here with those raggedy edges. That's all it takes, a little bit of sandpaper. So you're gonna have your loop here, just like that, and with your bead on it. And you're going to take the loop and you are going to go back to front and feed it through, just like that. Just like that. Ta-da! Ta-da! And then all you do is tie a nice double knot, double triple knot here in the end. You can trim off the ends later. Just do a nice little something something here. And voila! You have a necklace, just like that. Super, super simple. I could not believe how awesomely simple that was. So, and if you mess up, you can just undo it and put on another bead. If it doesn't work, if you don't like it, it's so interchangeable. You can put, like I said, almost any bead on there, almost any twine, as long as the rope or twine or elastic will fit through the hole of your bead there. That's a super awesome rustic one. And then all you have to do is take your oils. Take your oil right here. Lavender. And just do a couple of drops. Just like that. And that clay will absorb the essential oil. When you wear it, you can hang this in your car. That's a great one. I would love to hang this from my car mirror as well, especially with the bead. It shine with the light. It'd be great. And there they all are for your viewing pleasure. You could also get crazy and bedazzle these if you've got gemstones. This one I painted a little bit of a silver acrylic paint and put this shanked button on the back the exact same way as we put one of these beautiful beads. There's another one I did with the button, a little bit of sun disk imagery I feel there. These can be anything you want. So there they are. Don't they look super fun? This is a great project for just having fun with yourself. This is a great project for a children's party. This is a great project for you and your sisters or your girlfriends to get together and have a bit of fun, and then have something that you can take away at the end, because these things only take about 24 hours to dry totally. So they can choose their beads and they can choose their string or their elastic, take those home with them, and then string them up when they get home. Ta-da! And they have an instant takeaway that they made, that they love. You can make them. They're super simple, super easy, and I absolutely love them. So thank you for joining me at this Free Create Friday while we made these wonderful, wonderful little pendants that you can use as necklaces. You can use them in your car. I absolutely love them. I hope you had fun. I had a blast, and I will see you next week.